Hey, good morning everybody, it's Carl. Welcome to the bathroom. Tuesday morning, 5:30 a.m. Yeah, couldn't sleep again. Need to get shaved up for work, so we're doing a Thursday morning scrape. Hope everybody's weekend was nice. Mine was, you guys know, I was sick on Sunday. Anyway, let's get going because, time. 48 hours growth. We'll be using 12 Shades of Christmas continues. This is the PAA chocolate peppermint, I think. Vanderhagen Deluxe Boar Brush. Equinox stainless steel shavette with a Perma-Sharp half blade second use. All right. Oh, coffee. New coffee today. This is the Just Coffee Co-op's Revolution Roast. It's a dark roast with a little bit of a smoky, chocolatey flavor. It's fantastic. First time I've tried it, it's really good. Ground and drip brewed. Brought to you by Shavette World. All right, let's get going. Like I said, hope everybody had a good weekend. You guys know if you watched my video on Sunday, had a little bit of gut rot. That has since cleared up. Yesterday was a pretty good day. Feeling better. Thanks everybody for the well wishes and the comments about my weight loss and palpitations and all that kind of stuff. Also, special shout out to a couple of people. One was Mr. Manny over at SoCal Shaves. I woke up on yesterday morning to a very sweet and long comment about various things, but he had some very nice things to say about the old work wife. And man, if you watch this, I did pass that on to her. She was very flattered and made her go watch the video. So, and then also he sent me, to kind of help bolster my Christmas spirit, he sent me a video of his Christmas tree via Facebook Messenger. And his Christmas tree is freaking beautiful. It's very well decorated, and it has the theme of A Nightmare Before Christmas. Very cool looking tree. If you are friends with Manny on Facebook, hit him up, ask him to show you his tree. It was fantastic. It looked like something that you would find posted online, like as a professional gig. Very cool. Speaking of bolstering Christmas spirit, the other shout out goes to Mr. Jim Coe. Received a very kind and unexpected Christmas card from him yesterday. So brother, I appreciate that. Very much so helped bolster the Christmas spirit. Yeah, I got this card. I actually got two cards yesterday, one from my old man. And then there was one that just had an address on it. And I was like, what? So I popped it open and read it. It was a very kind message. And I figured it was from one of my viewers because it said, hey, not to quote it perfectly, but it was like, hey, hope you're doing well. Hope this card bolsters your Christmas spirit. And it was signed Jim and someone else. And I was like, who? I was like, who is this? Because there was no name on the envelope, and not even a state. It was just a city and zip code. So I was like, who do I know that would send me mail? Named Jim that would have my address. So it took me a minute, and then I remembered, one, I had sent Jim a soap a while back, and last year around this time he gifted me some Wild West Shaving Company soaps. So I hopped on the Facebook Messenger hoping I hadn't deleted those exchanges. Sure enough, found his address and the mystery was solved. So once again, buddy, thank you. I appreciate that. I've got all my Christmas cards in true Christmas spirity fashion hung on the wall. I remember watching moms do that. She would, when we started getting Christmas cards around this time of year, she would pin them to the curtains. Had a nice picture frame window in the dining area. And, you know, she decorated the house like a crazy woman. And, yeah, so we're right kind of in the heart of all the decorations and the Christmas stuff, with the exception of the tree. Just curtains full of Christmas cards. So, in honor of that tradition, they are posted on the wall, kind of in the pillar of the bar that separates my kitchen from the living room. It has kind of an open area and it's got two pillars on either side. That's where they're hanging. So, very cool. So yeah, the work wife watched the video. She typically doesn't, but when I sent her that message from Manny, she asked about the channel, so I sent her the link, and she watched the video, and of course, mercilessly roasted me, which is what all good friends and co-workers do. And most people in real life, when they find out that I shave in front of the mirror and talk to my internet friends. And you guys are my friends. I mean, as weird as that sounds, when the kindness overflows like that, I mean, there's nothing more that can be said. We're like I said, I mean, we encourage each other, we hold each other up, we gift things to each other, we, you know, try and bear each other's burdens as much as we can in this weird cyberspace thing. And so yeah, that's what friends do. You do it in real life, you do it on the internet, whatever. So yeah, so anyway, that's whatever that weird sentiment was. Got cold here in Texas yesterday. A big cold front came through. We had our high temperature yesterday, like at 6 or 7 in the morning, about 70 degrees. Cold front blew through. We stayed in the mid 40s all day. I think it's in the 30s right now. The high in the 40s or 50s again. So, and then next week when Christmas comes, it's going to be nice and warm. So, Texas, you know. All right, first pass, fantastic. I like the scent of this soap. It's got a pretty balanced mix of the chocolate and the peppermint. There's just a little bit of mint tingle, just a little bit of mint feel and scent. And the chocolate is not super overpowering. This was a Christmas special a few years ago. It came in the coffee mug and like a 2-ounce, 4-ounce sample, whatever it was. Kind of jammed into the bottom of the PAA, that PAA diner coffee mug that I drank out of Sunday, I think it was. So the insomnia is still insomniaing. The palpitations are still a little bit palpating. Yesterday I decided, well, since I'm up at dark 30, might as well try and get back on the workout wagon, since I'd missed a week for various reasons and illnesses. So I was gonna do my my resistance workout on the Total Gym yesterday morning, and I always start off with about 20 minutes on an aerobic step to get warmed up, and then get on the Total Gym for the resistance portion. But after the warm-up, I did 3 sets of squats, and I was just beat, man. My palpitations were acting up. I just didn't feel great, so I cut the workout short. So I don't know what's going on there. Probably still trying to get the medication levels built back up in my system. Or it could just be that the reflux was bad yesterday. Causing everything to feel wonky all day. Same this morning, so. I'll give it. Give it another week or so. If it doesn't settle down, I'll call the doc again. But I want to give the medication a chance to get back in my system. I'm sure it's nothing. I do need to switch back to my old acid reflux medicine. But look, you guys don't come to hear me talk about my medical conditions. You guys want to hear me talk about anything else, because I'd never talk about the shave. But unfortunately, not a ton to talk about. Especially, getting ready for work. But as much as I enjoy my job, most days, I don't want to leave my house. With the exception of getting to hang out with my cool coworkers. I think about that sometimes. We joke, me and my coworkers. It's like, hey, this job would be perfect if we didn't have to see patients and do admin stuff. We could just come and hang out and get paid to hang out. That would be fantastic. And I really can't complain, man. I mean, our job is pretty easy going as far as we don't have a lot of micromanagement. Our big boss admin folks don't really know or understand what we do, besides the fact that we work with patients and are ultimately saving our organization quite a bit of money by helping reduce the number of repeat non-paying 911 callers. I don't remember the exact number, but it's a pretty fair amount. The EMS crews love us because less work for them. So nobody really messes with us. We kind of come and go. We set our own schedules as far as seeing patients. We kind of arrange all that based on what the patient's needs and wants are. So there's very rarely a huge hurry or time crunch for almost anything we do. as long as we can see the patients on a regular and timely basis and address their needs. So it really is like almost the perfect job. And I always used to joke when I was on the streets and I'd get injured or whatever and go to light duty. I loved light duty for the fact that you kind of, as long as you were there for your 40 hours and you got whatever task they assigned you to do done, nobody ever really messed with you. And I always said that would be the perfect job, kind of know what you need to get done, get it done. You know, because if you have a good work ethic, you'll get it done in a timely manner, no questions, no problem. No bosses breathing down your neck. It was perfect. And I always said that would be the kind of job, if I ever had to do it again, that would be the kind of job I would try and find, even though it doesn't really exist. Until our community health program started. So hey, lucky me, I got my dream job, right? Alright, speaking of dreams, that was a fantastic shave. Let's get to the head portion. Yeah, that was a good shave. No nicks, no cuts. A little rough there. But we'll hit that on the pickups when we're done with the head blade. Go back to the puck just to add a little soap. Oh yeah, that chocolate scent. The problem is I don't have a good splash to complement this. I was thinking about maybe trying the It's Just Shaving chocolate cake splash that we got a couple of years ago. The soap irritated my skin, but I don't remember ever using the splash as a standalone, so I don't know if the splash would cause me any grief, and I'm really not inclined to try it before work and walk into work with a rash all over my face, head and neck. So I don't know. I'll probably just finish with some Nivea cream or something like that. Got the formal invitation to my brother's Christmas Eve dinner yesterday. Looks like we're going to be either doing prime rib or tenderloin with, what was it? A gratin, potatoes, Parmesan crusted asparagus, salad. I feel like there was something else, and then chocolate bourbon pecan pie for dessert with coffee and after dinner liqueur if you are so inclined, or wine with before and after the meal. And there will probably be hors d'oeuvres, what's it called? They set the meats and cheeses. What is that? Can't think of the word. Antipasti? I don't know. Whatever. It's fancy, good food. My brother and his husband are fantastic cooks. I don't want to call them chefs because they're not technically chefs, but they are both amazing in the kitchen. So I'm very much looking forward to that meal. Time with family. So far, my sister and her childrens and her husband have confirmed. Have not heard back. We haven't heard back from the old man and his wife. They live a little far away, about an hour or so from my brother. And the old man's wife is kind of a sickly lady, so it's about a 50-50 chance. They came to both Christmas and Thanksgiving last year. Didn't make it to Thanksgiving this year because the old lady had just gotten out of the hospital like a week or so before. So it's anybody's guess whether or not they'll show up for dinner on Christmas Eve. It would be cool if they did. I don't see them as much as I should. But that's probably something I should work on. I say that every year, and then I try. I love my old man. He's just not the best communicator. He's always very preoccupied with his wife and her health, because that's the majority of what his life is now, is being a caretaker for a ailing spouse. And so I try and keep in touch, talking with him on the phone. He's also not a great phone talker. He's actually probably one of the worst phone talkers that I know. I love my old man to death. We just have not been the closest, and it's just, I can only blame myself, but sometimes you just get tired of trying. Like talking to him on the phone. One, he's not a good phone talker. Two, it's a three-way conversation with him and the old lady yelling in the background, relaying messages and stuff back and forth. All the hey, how's it going? The getting caught up stuff is mostly about her health status and the doctor's appointments. And then when I try to, talk to him about himself, get him to tell me not like what he's been doing, but actually how he is, like his status and stuff, he never really says much. And that's probably just because of the generation he's in or from, and and that is what it is. But gosh, it frustrates me, and much to my displeasure, we are not as close as we should be. But hopefully we'll get to see him. All that being said, gosh, I don't even think I need to go back to the brush. But because it's here, let's do some quick pickups here. Do a little quick pickup pass on the neck, which I probably will regret, because I'm probably going to go to work, maybe not with blood, but with some razor burn. That's good enough, I guess. All right. That's the problem. You chase that baby butt smooth before work, you get to go to work with a little bit of razor burn. But I think I have a couple of hours before I got to be to work. Shift starts at 9 or 8. I usually get there around 7:15, 7:30, because I never know what traffic's going to be like on the big highway in front of my apartment, because it's dumb. Oh, speaking of apartments, be time to move here pretty soon. So as always about that time, I've got the urge to buy a house. Still have trouble pulling that trigger, I know it's a better investment. It's a smarter thing to do with money than pay rent, but once again, more space, more stuff, and you guys know I have a little bit of aversion to owning too much stuff. Also, don't want to drain my savings for the down payment, because as I'm sure I've told you guys before, I was not the smartest with my money when I was younger, so I don't have a huge amount in savings, and I'm not gonna pay a mortgage insurance. That's just dumb. But is it any dumber than paying rent? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, around this time every year when it's the lease is getting close to being up, I will always get that bug to buy a house, start looking at them. But gosh, everything is just so expensive here in Austin now. I was looking at a house in an old neighborhood closer to where I work. And the houses were built in the 80s. And most of them haven't been updated or renovated. And they're still asking like $200, $225 for like, you know, one story, less than 2,000, like 1,100, 1,200 square foot homes. So definitely not the best investment, but I don't know, we'll see. But a new home, I mean, they're $250 to start, so I don't know. Anyway, beautiful shave. A little bit of tingling on the alum. Great chocolate peppermint scent. That's what I got. Hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your week. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Thanks for spending some time with me. I appreciate all the support. Once again, Jim, Manny, everybody else who has commented about my health, my Christmas spirit, all that good stuff. I appreciate it, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. God bless.